No, I just did it right now. She said, hold on. She said, what? She has 3 kids, and her next man cannot have no kids. But when I tell you the life that these people choose to live, it just ain't got nothing to do with me. Do that make them bad? Hmm. Yeah. Oh, so she's saying she just want to have sex. Or she don't want to have sex. Oh, so she think everybody's shallow. That everybody that talk to her just well, no, no, no. See, and that's where I think we get it wrong as guys. Like I don't feel like, and I'm not saying you are, but a lot of us feel like because of that reason that they shouldn't be able to change. I'm not saying you, I'm just saying perfect guy. What up, big dog? But yeah, that is funny. 5 kids, 5 baby daddies, and now she has standards. I mean, I guess it's a fine time to do it right now because at the end of the day, how else or when else is gonna happen? So again, if you got 5 kids, 5 baby daddies, 3 kids, 3 baby daddies, it's all love. Like it ain't no issue. It just make sure that you carry yourself the right way. Right. And don't think every guy that's approaching you is trying to have sex with you. It's just not worth it. You lose out that way. So how's it going though? Why? Because of what? Because she's not having sex? What you mean, her baby? Oh, well, she shouldn't even be dating. How old is the newborn? How old is her newborn though? Oh, so it's just cool. It's time for her to get back on it. Like it's just how it be. And again, we start to forget that it takes 40 weeks to have a baby. And sometimes the guy don't even be there the whole pregnancy. So she done had 10 months to actually detach from that's what I'm saying. So she done had 10 months to actually detach from the actual guy that, you know, impregnated her. And then the child is 1 years old. So she done had 2 years to possibly heal and, get back out there in the field. So it ain't really a bad thing. But at some point, um, at some point, she got to want to have a husband or something. Like she can't just want to. Why do y'all feel like y'all know how women made up and y'all not women? But the spiritual understanding you have has nothing to do with how genetically and how emotionally she operates. That's just your perspective. No. Yeah, but that still ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. But how do you know that is what I'm saying. So why you speak on it as if you do? So that's my point, right? Just because you believe it don't make it true. You see how far now how fast we get to advance it? now you can just watch that whole thing away and not think like that, and then just start there. Because you start to convince yourself that what you feel, how they operate is their truth, right? So you approach it like it's their truth, and that's not how it's supposed to go. That creates the inadequate communication. That's why you can't have an intellectual conversation with the woman. You will never be able to build. No, that's from your perspective. You saying that to yeah, like you want a woman to be how you want her to be. And that may not even work for me. So the way she is and the way she may be wired, may be because the guy she was dealing with. But the unfortunate part, the way she should be wired and the way you should be wired should be conducive to you and your overall. You trying to conform people to your deal. Mhm. Mhm. But how important is sex to you though? Like, do you have to have sex every day with the woman? You're saying like, oh, you want her to, yeah. But it will be sometimes. Life happens. Like sometimes you're not in the mood, right? So you just want intimacy. But that's subjective to the person. Real love is subjective to you. But your how and put this in. Your how and somebody else how is different. Like the way you want to operate and the way she choose to operate, the way you go hard may not be how she go hard, but she's still going hard. That's the conversation to have right there. When you equally yoked, people don't process that. Yeah, but that don't happen all the time. Yeah. But who thinks that they gotta talk to a person or like that's what's crazy. If you feel like you at home with your spouse and you gotta talk to her all day or y'all in the same room and you gotta just talk because I can be on my laptop doing some work. She can be on some laptop on her laptop studying, whatever the case may be. I don't feel like that's weird. Y'all in the same space and not saying no words. Like people shouldn't even feel like that. That should be weird. It'd be the self-correcting part, like understanding who you are, right? And processing that what you need to change. And a lot of the times people want to change who they are in the midst of the relationship with the person that they trying to, really heal from or grow from. And that shit don't even work. No, you need to move around. Nah, mhm. People feel like you being selfish, like you saying that you doing this for you is like you disconnected from them or you not trying to be one with them. That'd be the funny part about it. I, you got to be selfish all the time, but selfishness don't mean your selfishness is gonna be it's gonna work for everybody that's around you, right? It's not selfish like oh I'm gonna run off and take the money and not talk to nobody else. It's not that. It's a selfish that I'm a I'm gonna miss this game. I'm gonna miss this. It's gonna look like this year, but it'll never look like this no years from now. Yeah. So like that be the whole point of even with the kids, even as adults, you got a process that you have to do that, but it get hard because things has to happen. Like you can want to be the greatest father, you can want to be the greatest mother, but sacrifices has to be made, and they don't feel good, especially if you're accustomed to a certain lifestyle. So growing them growing pains and process. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, and that's I don't even look at that. Yeah, see, for me, yeah, but my thing is this: that's human nature. Is we put so much energy in thinking that yeah, my genetic makeup is my dad, right? He the X and Y chromosome, right? So you naturally start the process that you have some of his attributes, right? But you don't have to hold on to him like it's law. Like, oh well, he did this. Now I'm recognizing I'm doing this. The difference is he probably recognize it and do nothing about it. You recognize it and want to do something about it. That shows you nothing like him. That's the totally, and then just live like that. See, that's how I process it. Like I don't really be wanting to put that type of energy on anything that happened with my parents because they wasn't taught how to be parents. They came into the situation just how I came to, right? So it wasn't structured. It wasn't no understanding. It wasn't like it wasn't chosen. It wasn't planned. It just happened. And I understand that. So for me, and I planned, like I wanted my twin. Let me not start to speak about that, but yes. Um, I wanted kids with that woman, right? So it's totally different than just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's totally different than just two people dealing with each other and just a child happen to happen. So I don't really focusing on the how with them or what they did wrong or any of that. Like I know what I need to do better, and if it correlates and coincides with how they were and how they operate, then so be it. Yes, the few don't. What is it? The fruit don't fall too far from the tree. Then that's cool. But at that point, I'm nothing like them, and I know that. So I don't really be worrying about these passed down sayings that. But I got a lot of stuff that's just like you too, and you're not my. So it doesn't that fits with everybody. You get what I'm saying? So like I don't focus on that because you focus on it, you start to subscribe to that, right? Yeah, yeah. I don't really get into that. Like I don't do that to myself. It's you become it. Yeah, so like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't really put my mindset there. Like I understand how it is I need to operate in the space to make this space better. So I'm gonna do that. If it looks like somebody else when they was in this space, then that's cool. But I guarantee you won't be identical to it. Meaning they may have been in this space, but I'm gonna come out of it a whole different way. That's what I know, right? I know how I got here, what I need to do. I know why I'm here. A lot of people don't recognize that. So they stay in that space for a lifetime. That's not my that's not my truth. So I know that maybe it resembles that. Maybe I respond, react like them at certain times, but I also process that I put the work in to know that I want it to be better, so I am. So it'd be cool, but I don't be I don't really be holding on to the psychological part of aligning myself with a version of me that I didn't grew from. You know, I don't recognize it. I really don't even be processing how I got off all that other stuff because I'm so far removed from it. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I tell myself I want to be married to one woman. My truth, right? I don't know, right? But I know if I do deal with multiple women, it ain't gonna look how it looked back then. You get what I'm saying? So I don't trick myself to believe that I want this, and that, but I do want to try it. I do want to try it at where I'm at in life now, mentally. Yeah, but the bad don't always look the same when like you was talking about when people are equally yoked, right? When somebody's meeting you where you're at, like what you desire, they desire, that's the fire. I feel like that's gonna be the dopest thing ever. That's what I'm talking. I gotta try it. Yeah, but you lived it in an inadequate situation. I'm talking about in a situation to where we no, where we equally yoked. We both know what we want. We done got rid of all our, issues. We done healed from them. Now I'm yeah. No, no, no. I'm talking me and just one woman. Yeah, 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 man. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah, no. Well, but if the one don't work, then it may not only be two. I don't. If I have two, I might as well have three. Hmm. Nothing. If he can handle it, because they're not a part of it. They don't know how to operate if they're not a part of it. Then they're not the type of women that should be a part of it. You're not. See, that's what I'm saying. Like when you got to do it, you got to do it the right way. That's what I've done it wrong already. I know how to do it right. Everybody's gonna know. Hmm. Hmm. Nothing. Hmm. But see, I don't operate like that. Let me be honest with you. I don't mean to cut you off, but listen what I'm saying. I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't operate like that. I'm never gonna meet a person and feel like I'm never gonna meet a woman and have sex with her that night. Never. I'm never gonna do that because I ain't got to know her yet. I don't like problems. So anytime I had situation with multiple people, it was my type of women. Hmm. That's how it has to go. You know what my problem was back in the day? I would meet cool women, be super cool with them, have a great time with them, knowing that these are the type of women that I shouldn't have sex with. My insecurities would make me have sex with them, and then I'll never talk to them again. Knowing that I really like this woman, but I should have just been cool with her. Right? That's where I went. That's where I went wrong at. But as far as picking women that I'm aligned with, I'm great at that. No, it's not even that. No, you got it's minutes. I've been there before too. Mhm. Yeah, it has happened to me. But that's not what I'm saying with me. I'm saying I don't meet a woman and just feel like I want to have sex with her because she look good. I can't do that. I don't do crazy. So I done seen too many situations to a woman look extremely well. And again, I knew I shouldn't have done it, and I done it. And she done ruined everything. Like she done paid for my phone records. She done, fought this girl. Oh yeah, right. So but I even in that time I didn't learn. It's just as I got older, I processed like that ain't how I yeah, I can't do that. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's different, right? The how they do it gonna be totally different, but it's gonna be done. You got some that's gonna call you 1,000 times. You got some that's gonna pop like that's what I'm saying. I don't deal with that type of stuff. I'm not good. I don't thrive in that space. I do know. I do know. It happens every time I shouldn't have touched a girl. That's what I'm telling you. The women that I like, I can see a group of women and they all can be bad, but I can pick the woman that I know that I'm aligned with, like spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. I think is I think it's whatever it calls for at the time. Because you can so look, so what I'm saying, you can meet a man, a woman can meet a man that wasn't crazy with this woman, but he's all of a sudden crazy with her. But that's what I'm saying. That brings out different. It brings out different sides of different people. You're trying to make an overall general statement that's going to dictate how he responds, so it dictates how you respond, so it dictates how I respond. I don't think it's just one big answer for a species. I think you going. That's what I'm saying. So, nah, I don't judge. That's what I'm saying. No, that's what listen. Everybody is. No, that's light. So what I'm saying to you is when you get to speak about majority, it's 330 plus million people in the United States of America alone. You have never seen a consensus or a census about those 330 million people. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true because how these listen, the fact that these women and these guys that but listen to what I'm saying to you. The way when these women well, the problem is that if we allowed nature to dictate our actions, we wouldn't have a lot of bunch of other things and people subscribing to other things and other ways of life. If we just solely based off how nature dic- we have guys that are interested in God, right? Nature prohibits that because they can't reproduce, but it's a thing. So what I'm saying to you is that been a thing. You can't make it. Listen, to what I'm saying. When it comes to you saying whatever it is that you feel, you got guys that don't subscribe to that. You got women that don't deal with men. So that's not nature anymore. So you saying people don't like what it is that they convince themselves they like? You convince yourself to like the things you like as well too. You convince you do the same thing. Listen, you have a prototype of a woman you like, right? And you go against that every time. And when you go against it, you find something that you like about that woman. You hold on to that, so you convince yourself that you like that. Is that not the same thing? That's the truth. Hmm. Hmm. That's what's up. I mean, I don't. What I'm saying to you is, so that's not nature. So what is it? Mhm. So what about the older people that? Mhm. 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 So can I ask you a question? Are you proud? And again, I don't want to ask you this because this is sensitive. Can I ask it? But it's about your parents. Did they do a great job? You just spoke about your dad. This is the only reason why I bring that up is that generation didn't do a good job of representing themselves. So you want to say because kids it gets they tried? Mhm. Did you accept it? Got you, but did you accept it? But in the midst of that gray area, you did a. But that's my point. Everybody fucked up shit don't look like yours and don't land them where it landed you. So again, did you accept what they gave you? More no than yes. Now it's more yes than no, right? Right. They was older. They wasn't teen parents, right? You see the no, my point is it doesn't matter how old or young the parents is. It's about you. So my point to you is why did you even bring up the fact that the generation started to get younger with the parents? It doesn't matter. It was gay people in your kid, so what's the difference? That's what I'm so look, my whole point of even picking at it was how these women get to talk about these men that's on the down low. So if that's the case, then that's not nature. But Mhm. So that's the only thing that's messed up with the world right now is that people are gay. That's the nature we was talking about. So let me ask you one big question. Let me ask you one big question because I feel you. Let me ask you one big question. Let me ask you this question. That line you talk about that we're supposed to walk, right, to make this world a better place, correct? How it's supposed to be, correct? How nature's supposed to be, right? So how you believe it should be. Do you make a mistake within that line? Have you ever deviated? See, what I'm saying to you is just because you don't like men, your howl is different. Don't mean you're not wrong. So why do you get to make their situation and how they operate not natural, but your mistakes should still make you natural? And I'm asking you, how do you do that? No one sin is greater than the other. So how do you do that? How do you make? Listen, I just asked you one question. That's cool. We're not going to deviate. Just, so just answer. So the only reason you make mistakes is because you brainwashed by them. Mhm, mhm. So let me. I get you, but what I'm asking you is, I got you. I feel you. But again, do your is your mistakes natural? Is all your mistakes natural? So again, but you are just like those same people you speak about. What makes you different? Who made the gum a sin? Who made stealing a gun? That's not the same. So what I'm saying to you is this, right? That's what I'm asking you, right? What's the difference? You can go to jail for both. It's a consequence for both. It's a consequence for both. Sometimes there's no consequence. I don't even know what we're talking about. What I'm asking you is this: when you make a mistake that's not aligned with what nature says it should be or how you feel it's supposed to go, right? When you make that mistake, what makes your mistake different from the people that's making their mistake? Is all I want to know. I'm not understanding. I'm not getting the correlation. Let me tell you this: just because the person jumped out the porch, went up the street and around the corner, don't even mean he's going to get caught. So that doesn't mean nothing. What I'm asking you is this: I'm asking you, and I'm asking you what make you different from the people that do to the contrary what you do. I'm loud, but it's still wrong. Oh wow. Oh, so you gonna push the? Oh, I got you. If that's how you choose to operate, I get it. Come on, let's go play. That's not being real. That's not being real. Yes. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it could be. It definitely could be. It definitely could be. But those same gay people came from the same place you come from. Nature created them. So what? So doing wrong is a choice, right? So if they choose to do that, no, 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 no. If they choose to live that way and you choose to do wrong, you want to make you doing wrong and them being gay. You saying gay is wrong because you can't reproduce, right? You saying gay is wrong because gay is in the Bible, ain't it? I don't know what they speak about. Don't if you can't quote it, don't lie and say, well, then don't do that. That's what I'm saying. You be creating these analogies in your head that don't coincide with what it is that we talking about. No sin, no one sin is greater than the next. So if the Bible says that, no, 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 no. Do you? Who is it? Mm. That's married and having sex with somebody that's outside of marriage.